Fellow Toastmasters and honorable guests, this is my icebreaker speech, and I took the topic as a professional life, explain to you my family background, what I do as a profession, and then communicate to you what I have learned in a communication, and then where I want to go from there. Share some experiences and learn from it. That is my goal of the speech. My name is Ram Palani, as introduced by our Toastmaster. It's spelled as R-A-M, Roger Adam Mary. And I am married to Abhi Palani for 16 years. She is here, and she's been my mentor, friend, supporter for everything, and she is one of the motivators to join Toastmasters, since I didn't join Toastmasters for the last 10 years, since I was thinking of what I have. I have two kids. My daughter, elder daughter, is a freshman in Troy High this fall. I'm thinking about her. She is very lovable, helping dad in any chores I do, helping me in the garden, helping me in cleaning up the garage. If I want to go grocery, she helps me everywhere. And I have a son who's going to be in 7th grade in Bowland Park. And thinking of him, he's very well behaved kid. But to get work done by him, he will ask 3 why, what before he even think about helping me out. Why? Why should I do that? Why should mommy doesn't do it? Why does Keithu doesn't do it? Things like that. I think I have 2 meritorious kids and a good family. We have one more addition to the family. We have a Shih Tzu and a Yorkie dog. She is 9 pounds. Thinking of her, we always tease her that even though she looks very small, she has a big heart and she loves everyone all the time. Anybody comes, walks to my door, she wants her attention, 20 seconds, talk to her, pet her, and she'll be good. And thinking about Ruby, if I get up early in the morning to do my work, she is beside me, helping me as if she can help me in everything. If I'm the last one to go to bed, even the whole family is sleeping, she'll be next to me as if she's helping me, laying down, half sleep, things like that. Moving on to my professional life, I'm a computer engineer. I help enterprises solve their business solution using technology. I have been around this business or field for 20 years. And 15 years has been with corporate America here. Out of that 15 years in corporate America, 12 years I've been gone with all the automotive industries. Chrysler for 5 years, Volkswagen for 5 years, 2 years in General Motors. So I've not touched Ford. And now I moved on to healthcare, since the economy thinks that somebody called me, so I moved to healthcare. So now I help healthcare clients like Blue Cross, Blue Shield, not Michigan, it is California, Georgia, Virginia, and New York. We call it Empire Blue in New York, things like that. That's what I do. I'm an enterprise architect, principal architect. Currently, I hold a chief architect position in this new company, which is a smaller company. What I was thinking is, going back to the communication part of it, what I want to share is, I have been in the corporate IT field, technical field. I do communications a lot. Looking at it last 8 years at least, I have been in some team lead or leadership positions. I have been managed teams. A lot of 20-25 people used to work under me, dotted line. I have not been a HR manager, I have been a technical manager guiding people. So I have teams across the globe. Coming back to last 2 years when I was in General Motors, this is what I want to share with you. The extent of General Motors, there are always comments about, okay, we have a lot of people in General Motors. Not going into much detail is, General Motors used to have in 33 countries and 330 plants. So there's one corporate goal, how the industry can be done, how servers can be procured, how servers can be configured. So that needs to go from corporate America right here from Detroit. So when you talk in a meeting, you are talking to across the globe, really across the globe. So my role as I was in a role of auditor for IT, if you wanted to do it, not going into the technical terms. We say that whether the project has been done to standards, whether they followed standards, once you move to production, whether it will survive and it will not crash the systems. So I don't create rules or policies, but I implement it. We jokingly say that I police things like that. There are large stake at it, which means if a vendor doesn't deploy the code in correct time, they go into a corrective action to the CIO, and every day they are late, they are charged fines. So instead of getting money from the GM, they have to pay money to the GM. So my communication has to be very clear, abstract, and it needs to be substantiated with the data. If I say something, okay, your software will not work, the vendor will come and say, why, tell me that, I also tested it. So it is a very situation like sensitive. And the moment I say, okay, somebody comes in, I say, okay, this software will work. And if you move to production, if it doesn't work, then GM is going to look at me. So you're in a tight situation. So 2 years I did this one. If you look at it, that is a very great experience in communicating. 2 years I led an architecture review board where a focus group of technical persons dive into the code, look at the metrics, make sure it is done. Then presented the next day to the executive committee for recommendation. That's what we do. So did it for 2 years, multiplying by 50, 2 times, it's about 200 times I would have made presentations. Whenever we talk, you are 50 persons in the room. 5 people will support you, 45 people is ready to bounce on you what you tell wrong. But you need to be very, very careful, very data driven, very systematic. The reason is if I say this product will not go, there is financial implications in millions of dollars. It's not like that. So that's the reason. And then whatever you speak, you are in a conference in Latin America, Asia Pacific, Europe, and you never know whether the CIO of the company or CEO is listening to you. So you cannot badmouth anything or anybody. And when I coach my team, I say that one, don't think that you are in a 10 by 10 conference room and you can talk anything you want. Think that your boss and your boss's boss is in front of you and communicate what you are communicating, so that you save your back. That's what I tell them, right? And then my boss's boss is a very good guy, and he will always say, trust your people, but verify, which means you can put anything, you can put 10 slides, he will pick one line and say, why are you saying that? You need to back up with your data. Yes, Mr. Boss, the reason I say this one is since of this data, it is like peeling an onion. You need to peel your onion. You cannot just subjectively put, okay, this is going to work or anything like that. You will be picked, even though it's 4 slides, we need to back it up with data. Okay, currently why I am here is, okay, moving on, I'm coming into situations where I need to talk to vice presidents of this client, and I want to have a more impromptu discussions. I know once I have the data, once I know the people, I make a good rapport with it. Currently I want to make, okay, see you 5 minutes, I want to talk about barbecue, whether you took your dog to the vet, and make the connection right there. So I just want to improve my skills on that one, so that it will help me to talk to clients more in a better way, meritorious way maybe. Right? And I'm trying to see whether I can generate my elevator pitch for that situations. And one more thing I was observing myself is, okay, when I talk more monotonously with data and figures. It's an engineer, I'm trained. I'm trying to be more humorous and more fun way, but sometimes it is difficult. That's what I'm trying to be here.